Lila saw the AI gave her son a 0 score. She had to leak the system now. Human worth was not a financial commodity. She was Lila, a former educational data scientist. Now she taught at a small public school. Her son Milo was 12 years old. Milo loved drawing pictures. He felt invisible in a world that sold futures. Lila heard rumors of a hidden algorithm. Her curiosity grew louder than her grant deadlines. She received an anonymous email one morning. It contained a link to a data dump. The files came from the private consortium. They were heavily encrypted files. Lila's old skills sliced through the code fast. The tool worked like a scalpel for data. Inside, she found the Pedigree Engine. The AI assigned scores to every child. Scores were based on parents' location data. It tracked all spending and travel history. A raw, gray dataset appeared on her screen. Milo's predicted income was at the bottom. The number was almost $0. Lila could not ignore this grave injustice. A child's future was a financial calculation. The consortium partnered with AIethics. This hedge fund shorted public education shares. They profited when low-income schools declined. Families in struggling districts plummeted fast. Lila read the cruel legalese document. The system claimed to be a neutral tool. It said it was not a profit engine at all. Her hands began to shake with anger. She realized she could expose the deep unfairness. She contacted Maya, an investigative journalist. Maya once uncovered a major corporate scandal. Maya listened, her eyes growing wide with shock. The shocking truth of the system unfolded quickly. They planned a leak to expose the whole system. The story would shake investors and parents alike. Lila hesitated, feeling genuine fear. Corporate retaliation was a terrifying risk. The safety of her family was paramount now. She remembered Milo's smile very clearly. His drawing was accepted into a small gallery. That memory fueled a desperate need for change. She needed to correct the flawed algorithm. She began secretly injecting false data. The data went into the consortium's cloud. This action was meant to distort the income scores. Each tweak was a gamble that caused chaos. District budgets might be thrown into confusion. Meanwhile, Evan tracked her network activity. He was a rival executive at the consortium. He watched the Pedigree Engine update live. He desperately hoped to regain control now. Lila uploaded a coded alert to Maya. The summary detailed the hidden data bias. Maya burned the physical copy immediately. She feared her camera might have recorded the data. When the press released the full story, headlines exploded. They accused the consortium of exploiting children. Public outcry forced a huge investigation. The securities board got involved immediately. AIethics fund shares crashed hard, yet other investors still chased low-income school stocks. Lila's future darkened with uncertainty. Evan offered her a powerful new position. He promised the power to redesign the system, but the price was moral compromise itself. Sarah, a fellow teacher, talked to Lila. She told her about parents who preferred honest grading. Lila looked into the eyes of 5 students. Each child reflected a unique destiny. She wondered about her ultimate choice. Should she gain wealth or stop the profiteers? Lila tapped her phone, feeling the truth. The system was an unseen ledger of souls. The Pedigree Engine still glowed faintly. It was a silent calculator of futures. Lila recalled Milo's first simple sketch. It was a hopeful story of growth. Milo's sketch showed a strong tree with roots. The tree symbolized growth beyond just numbers. Its canopy sheltered everyone beneath it. Lila remembered her own simple childhood. Curiosity always outshone grade projections. She cited an old study on creativity. Nurturing art was better than any data model. Evan arrived holding a sleek laptop. He offered her the engine's source code now. He wrote, "Join me, guide society to fair outcomes." Lila saw her own doubts in his dark eyes. She asked him a simple, crucial question. "What rule will we break first, Evan?" His confident smile faltered for a moment. He revealed a shadowed calculation of risk. The screen flickered data streams surged rapidly. Milo burst into the quiet room pleading, "Will my future be written now, Mom?" he whispered. "Before I finish my new painting?" Lila looked at the dense, complex code. She looked at Milo, her precious son. She looked toward the world outside the lab. She chose to block the dictating algorithm. She wrote a patch to randomize predictions. This erased all certainty from the system. The patch spread like wildfire through the network. It disrupted the greed, not the technology. Investors panicked, portfolios crumbling fast. But children saw no more numbers looming. Milo's sketch became a living tree outside. It grew in the school's community garden. Growth proved organic, not just calculated. Lila watched the new leaves sprout upward. Her heartbeat echoed the sound of growth. She realized a prediction is just a story. It is a narrative we choose to accept. Society cracked, protests demanded transparency. The consortium quickly disbanded forever. The engine servers were shut down for an audit. Lila spoke in a packed auditorium later. She declared that data can guide us only. It must never set a child's destiny. Students raised hands, asking new questions. Can we reshape the algorithm for hope? Milo smiled, knowing the real engine. The true engine of learning was imagination. As lights dimmed, Lila asked softly, "Can we erase numbers from the horizon?" She answered, "We can replace them with stories." The auditorium applauded with great feeling. The sound rose like a bright sunrise. Outside, schools began a different song. It was a powerful song of possibility. Lila realized the future is only a choice. She hugged Milo, a future unwritten. The story ended less as a victory. It stood as a powerful, vital warning. Data can either bind or liberate us. Children wrote their own codes daily. They made one hopeful drawing at a time. New schools adopted transparent dashboards later. Parents chose the data filters themselves. Lila wrote a book, The Invisible Ledger. It warned against tools that erased stories. Readers flocked, sharing their testimonies. Governments banned predictive income scoring. They cited fairness and human dignity. Alpha Insight filed a new lawsuit then. They claimed removing profits crippled research. Lila testified, describing ruined families. The courtroom settled with an uneasy truce. A new algorithm soon surfaced in a startup. It promised personalized learning only. It rewarded children with art grants. Milo painted a mural of choices, not math. Lila knew the engine was a cautionary tale. Evan appeared, humbled, admitting his fear. He proposed a joint fund for schools. It would use transparent share margins. Lila agreed, but warned of disguised profit. A new law enforced strict limits now. Algorithms required human oversight always. Soon, data showed children's success rising. It was independent of parental income. The narrative shifted from numbers to growth. Lila's mission felt fully completed. She watched children climb a stone labyrinth. Each twist showed that paths need courage. The sun set, a bruise of gray light. "Life's data are only passing shadows," she whispered. "Your future is still unwritten." Milo accepted this simple, profound truth. A single story shaped whole economies. Lila dreamed of measuring lives by wonder. The final scene showed a blank desk. It was a promise of endless choices. Lila taught students to question the data. She helped them confront hidden biases. The march of numbers began to slow down. Communities reclaimed their own stories. Lila refused to trade secrets for applause. The new law rattled stock markets again. Critics claimed soaring headlines brought backlash, yet people still begged for simple certainty. Lila remembered Milo's first question, "Will I have a future, Mom?" Her simple answer, "Yes, because you are alive." That truth anchored the new generation. They refused to let numbers dictate them. Lila walked past the paint-filled courtyard. Her heart swelled at the sight of potential. She smiled, knowing the engine was a mistake. Her phone buzzed with a community message. She replied, "We are all small engines." Her story settled into the city's heart. The smartest algorithm is curiosity itself. Milo smiled. The world was a playground.
Found this interesting? Subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like, share it out, and drop your questions or ideas in the comments. Until our next adventure.